So guys, welcome back to the part 2 of Spill the Tea with Ebuka. I am super excited to talk to you people. I am Ninette. I am the queen of the tea, and this is where we get to spill everything in Big Brother's house. So let's go on with the shaking the tables just like Ebuka did. But before that, let's give Ebuka his flowers. He made this night for me, I must say. This was the best. Literally, Ebuka is whoever he thinks he is. He is literally whoever and whatever he thinks he is. Anyway, guys, let's get to it. Let's talk about the conversation where Ebuka asked Kola about whatever he had, like literally named Koyin. So Ebuka went ahead to ask Kola, like the conversation he held with Zita, where he went ahead to say, oh, Koyin doesn't know how to express himself, or Koyin doesn't know how to literally speak like he speaks like a kid literally. And he also, Ebuka went ahead to say there was another conversation he held with Bright where he called Koyin a chihuahua. And I'm like, okay, I see fire. And there is a way Koyin gives these innocent eyes, and it literally giving, I see you, I'm putting a mark on all those people that are saying shit about me. Those are the eyes that Koyin gives, literally. And I've seen it before. Like, he will give you these eyes of, I'm putting a mark on whatever people, on these people that are saying shit about me. Hey. So guys, let's go to what Kola said. So Kola went ahead to explain. Literally before that, like when they are having the conversation, then that Kola went ahead to say, oh, he doesn't see what Dede sees in Koyin. And I'm like, dude, that is kind of comparison. If you're not seeing it, maybe Dede is seeing something. Anyway, guys, so Kola went ahead to explain to Ebuka that, the Chihuahua part is not from an insulting way, is not from some perspective of insult or something. It is just like a younger version, like a younger brother version, like literally a young person. Like sometimes these young people do not know how to talk, and literally Koyin speaks like this, like he talks like these young people, like the younger version. And I'm like, okay. Let's listen and see. Because he also wanted to say, like Koyin doesn't know how to express himself. And whereas he gave an example of Joanna saying, oh, Joanna is 21, but then she knows how to communicate. She knows how to express himself. Like the way she talks, she speaks more like, literally, she speaks more like more than her age, which is not like Koyin. Koyin is a little bit old, but then the way he speaks, a younger version. And I'm like, okay, I see this explanation, but then do you really think Koyin is going to buy that explanation Kola is giving? Because let's not forget that in this ship situation of Dede together. So if Kola went ahead to speak something like, literally it will give Koyin, you're speaking from some perspective just because you want to have Dede to yourself. Now you're bullshitting him. Yeah, that is literally how it looks like. Because it is not, at least if they were not in any triangle shit, like we would really literally understand. But then them being in this triangle, it really doesn't make sense. It is giving, you want, you're so jealous of Koyin just because Koyin is at least somewhere, just because Koyin, at least Koyin is a little bit closer. And now, it is giving you, bringing all this bullshit just because of the triangle shit. And I'm like, okay. And there is a way Koyin gives these eyes of, I see. I'm making, literally putting my mark on you. Like, those eyes, Koyin's eyes. Hey. Anyway, guys, leaving that aside, let's also talk about Sultana and JAYSON. So, when Ebuka started shaking this table, I was like, at least today, I need answers. And guys, even when it sounded indirect, even when it was giving indirect, but let's get it. Let's get it together. Let's understand this. So Ebuka went ahead to ask JAYSON J, like, how is the situation? How is the situation between him and Sultana? Like, literally the friendship, the relationship. And JAYSON said, oh, it is beautiful. And Ebuka asked, like, what do you mean beautiful? JAYSON J went ahead to explain, they're rolling, they're trying to understand each other, they're getting to know each other, literally, like, everything is cool. And, Ebuka said, for all this time, you're still getting to know each other, like, even after the kissing, and so you kiss first, then you get to know each other. And literally Jason was explaining like, oh, it is a process for them to understand. It is a process. I'm like, do what process is there? And like what I even thinking, I understand he literally explains on a daily basis the way he has a relationship outside and he wouldn't want to be a single man outside. So he wants to keep this. But then the way he's doing the kissing, like the pecking kissing around the house and the explanation is, oh, it doesn't make sense to me. Actually, it doesn't make sense to me. And there is a way Ebuka also still asked him this question, oh, do you see this situation growing from friendship to another stage, like going somewhere further? And he literally confidently said no. And I'm like, Sultana, what other red flags are you waiting for? I'm like, Sultana, what red flags are you waiting for? This guy has been denying you, like literally on every chance he gets, and you're still seated there smiling. Guys, when I looked at all this situation happening, it reminded me of Onyeka from the No Lose God season. It was literally giving me the situation of Onyeka and Ozzy. Yeah, it was Ozzy from the No Lose God season. That is Sultana literally playing this delusional part, playing, oh, it is okay, it is this, all is okay. And I was like, what is going on? What red flags is Sultana literally waiting for? I understand it is a game. She may be playing it for, like, but it doesn't make sense. Because this guy has talked about it cannot go further. This guy has talked about, oh, he would want to keep his relationship outside, or he doesn't want to be a single man outside. He has literally even mentioned everything to Sultana herself. And Sultana, she's literally still there. She's giving, use me. That is literally what Sultana is giving. Like, use me. I'm here to be used. That is literally what Sultana is doing. So guys, Ebuka turned to Sultana and asked Sultana, oh, how is that friendship that literally? And Sultana be like, just like Jason just said, it is a process. We're getting to know each other. Like, what do you mean you're getting to know each other? How many weeks in Big Brother's house and you're still getting to know each other and you're talking about, oh, it is a process. Oh, we're cool. Like, go. Anyway, so Ebuka still went ahead to drill Sultana about this situation. He went ahead to ask Sultana, why isn't she talking to Koyin? Like, literally. And she went ahead to say, oh, it is not like that talk. They're not talking like they are talking, only that they never get to have that sit down talk, like a serious talk like before, just because she doesn't want to have some narrative. And then Ebuka literally went ahead to ask this person, which narrative literally are you talking about? And Sultana went ahead to explain to Ebuka like the negative narrative, literally the bad narrative. And he's talking about, oh, like she wouldn't want this triangle of Sultana, Koyin, Jason J, like to repeat itself. Like she literally does not want it. And at least I will be like, okay, she played that part right. At least she tried to put, but then me personally, I really feel like maybe if she would have been stuck with Koyin, it would have been slightly better. Or maybe Koyin wouldn't be doing all this that Jason is doing. It is giving Jason is literally playing his game, but then he is using Sultana to play his game. I understand they're all here for a strategy. They're all here with a strategy. They're all here for the money. They have many reasons as to why they're inside Big Brother's house. But then Sultana is, is giving Jason, I'm here, please use me for whatever you want. I'm okay with it. And it did not make sense to me. It is giving me just like the No Lose God season, the way Onyeka was giving Ozzy, I'm here, please use me. Everything that would come up, literally Onyeka will be okay. She will be, laughing off. That is literally what Sultana is also doing. Anyway, guys, speaking about that, like, it did not make sense to me. I literally, if I was in Sultana's shoes, when Ebuka asked Jason J about this part where he says the friendship like go further, and like he said no immediately without even taking 2 minutes or seconds to think. He just said no. I would literally still be pissed about all this shit. But then she was busy smiling, talking about, oh, they're getting to know each other. I'm like, girl, are you going to take the whole season literally getting to know each other? It is giving you half the whole season to literally get to know each other. Anyway, I'm not going to say much, but then that was Sultana, and it's literally annoying. Anyway, that aside, let's also talk about Big Siso. So Big Ebuka also came for Big Siso. So Ebuka asked Big Siso about the situation where Big Siso was trying, to fight, to have a back and forth with Diddy about Koyin and Jason J, thinking, oh, she's playing the two of them, and yet again, on the other hand, she says she has a serious relationship outside the house. So Big Siso went ahead to say, after all, it was an inherited situation that she was not like she had no business with. And like after getting to know like the serious cause, when Jason J explained to her about how it was, literally Big so good to understand that she's the one in wrong. And she went ahead to say, oh, she had talked to Diddy and she apologized, and she did not mean whatever words, because let's forget, also Ebuka asked her about calling Big Sis a prostitute, like a show, and said, oh, by that time she was pissed. She did not mean whatever she said, and she went ahead to say, oh, she had apologized to Diddy, and they're now cool. And I'm like, yeah, guys, I told you in that video that I know Big Soso would apologize because Big Soso was high, literally. And also, let's talk about the way Ebuka asked Big Soso, like, why is it only the girls you come for, not the boys, like literally. And Big Soso went ahead to explain to Ebuka that it was only Bright she knew to have a serious relationship outside the house. And to her explanation, she had talked to Bright, and Bright had explained himself. He had explained that him and the girlfriend had, and they had organized, they had, they had a conversation before Bright coming to the house, and he would work on that, or like literally have to talk about it with her girlfriend when they get outside the house. And like later that, like Bright had explained. So she was trying to say it is not only for the girls, also for the men. But just because Bright had explained himself, she was okay with it. Because Big Sis had asked Bright if the girlfriend was proud seeing him like closer with Mide. But then Bright had explained himself, which is okay, which is good. If it was something they talked about before coming to the house, it is okay. But then nobody knows, because it may get worse, it may get not in the house, and I don't know if the girlfriend could handle whatever it is being outside there and watching your so-called boyfriend go doing all this, knocking on the show, and like doing whatever, seeing them do whatever they are doing. I don't know if she'll be okay with it. But then since they organized and they had a conversation and maybe came to an agreement, maybe it is what it is. Anyway, guys, let's also go ahead to talk about Bright. Not big brother, Ebuka asked Mide, asked Mide about her conversations she was having, and she was talking about Bright is not excited whenever whenever he's talking about the girlfriend outside the house. And Ebuka had asked Bright, like, are you focusing in the house? Is your focus on Mide being inside the house? And Bright Morgan had explained to Ebuka that yes, his focus right now is in the house. He's living the moment. For the girlfriend, he will fix everything when he gets out. He will literally have to fix. He will literally have to, like find out, like literally see what she can do for the girlfriend. That is literally when he gets out of the house. But then for now, he's trying to live the moment. He's trying to live within his moment. He will see girlfriend issues of outside the house when he literally gets outside. For now, he's gonna live in his moment. He's gonna live with Dede. And I don't know why I keep calling Dede's name. He's gonna live with Mide. Let him live the moment for the girlfriend outside. I don't know how Brighty's girlfriend is, like holding on with all this Bright is doing with Mide. Like, seriously, I must. Well, if Brighty's girlfriend is there, your flowers. That is only if you're willing to take him back after the show, after watching whatever was going on and whatever is still going to happen. Because we've seen Isabella also plot something. So I don't know. But then sometimes you accept thinking your so-called boyfriend is going to win and bring that money, and he doesn't win, he doesn't bring home the money. Weird, right? Anyway, I'll give Bright Morgani's girlfriend her flowers. That is only if he takes him back, because it takes a lot sacrifice, all that. Anyway, guys, going ahead, let's talk about Mide's, conversations. So Ebuka went ahead to ask Mide about her friendship with Diddy and like, what is the relationship? How is the relationship? Okay, the friendship between Mide and Diddy. Mide had gone ahead to explain like, it is okay, they're cool. And like Ebuka still went ahead to ask Mide, like, oh, when she was having conversations and she mentioned that, oh, she doesn't like the way Mide came up with this thing, like the friendship, like where they are trying, like they're trying to see who is finer, like literally. And so Mide had gone ahead to explain to Ebuka, or like, oh, that conversation came because she was trying to explain, it was with Kola, and she was trying to explain to Kola that, oh, literally to explain to Kola, because Kola had asked Mide, like, it looks like in this relationship, the friendship between Dede and Mide, it was, it was literally Mide who was doing the most. It looked like Mide is the one who wanted the relationship, not Dede. And so Mide was trying to explain to Kola that, oh, it is like literally just that Kola had said it wasn't mutual, literally like their friendship wasn't mutual. And Mide was trying to explain to Kola that, oh, their friendship is mutual, because when they had just come into the house, like they literally became friends fast. And Dede had said, oh, let them do this, like be friends, like hold that friendship. And Mide, just because Mide had liked Dede, she went ahead to say yes, like to accept, and they're cool and they've been rolling together. Like literally, it wasn't from a perspective of it is not mutual, it is Mide who wants more for the relationship, or Mide doing the most. It was mutual. And that is literally what Mide was trying to explain to Kola. That is why Ebuka had those quotes, literally Ebuka will always be able. Anyway, speaking about all that, table shocked. Table shake literally. We are expecting to see tables scatter, friendships scatter, because Ebuka really did something right there. And speaking about that, also Ebuka came for Tracy. So Ebuka came to say, oh, Tracy, you had confessed that you have a crush on Koyin. And Koyin was, there is this eyes Koyin gives like, I'm marking you. And, like, Tracy said, me? Crush on Koyin? Like, literally, she wasn't understanding whatever Ebuka was saying. And we're like, huh? When did I say that? And it was really, like, Tracy's facial expression, was really weird. Like, she's like, she has never said it. Like, literally, she doesn't know where Ebuka is getting it from. Because she went ahead to explain that, oh, whatever Ebuka is talking about is not with Koyin, like that talked about when they were having a game. Like, she was talking about, okay, Bobo, not literally Koyin. And I'm like, okay. Anyway, guys, that is how Ebuka decided to shake today's tables. Relationships are at stake. And some ships are literally also at stake. We don't know whether they're going to last after this show. But then we pray, they should be strong literally, because at the end of the day, they're here for a game. Everybody is here for the money. It is competition. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching. Let's meet in the comment section. Let's gist about all this show. Let's have conversations. I look forward to your opinions about everything. I love you guys. Bye.